they call them motherfuckers with all these corners in it.
Oh, right.
They call it something else.
Then I found some honey, bro. And I found some honey on Amazon.
Something.
You in there now? It's gone.
You're gonna definitely need you more than one. You do that shit.
Real tough.
You ain't gonna be able to find it. You're gonna be in the tree all day looking for one. Shit, I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
Tell you.
I'm about to get
Joe.
Shalom. The Hebrew Israelites coming week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. You know it as America, but according to the scriptures, it's Babylon the Great and all these other names, Sodom and Egypt, spiritually Sodom and Egypt, land of Uz, you know, all those different names that we know it as, man. You know, but hey, we here once again to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, and this place going down fairly fast, man. But before we get started, we want to turn the face to east and get all honor and glory to you. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone Rule, where have been the great example to us younger brothers in the truth. And peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Lord, wouldn't it be edifying? But you know, somebody can hold that Job 5 and 12, because at the end of the day, Esau is head first with his new world order, if you paying attention, man. And only the men of the Lord, ultimately, in the elect of the nation of Israel. And you got some truthers out there who see on the plot, you know, but Esau is moving towards the digital society, digital currency, man. You know, China, trying to create super soldiers and shit. Everything going towards technology and online, man. You know, and they moving fast with it. You know, Elon Musk, he want to do the Neuralink by the end of the year. All this stuff is happening, man. You know, we in not hyperinflation. We've been, America has been in inflation for the past decade or so, man. You know, because the prices, you've been stuck at $7.25 minimum wage for years, and the prices of everything else ain't stopped going up yet, man. You know?
Look at the gas car.
Yeah, and that's going back up. You know, it went down for a second, now it's back at where we at is about 250.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all got
230, 240 something.
Yeah, it's getting up there, you know. But hey, all it's gonna take is a couple more things. They keep passing these stimulus checks. By the end of the year, or the beginning of next year, Lord willing, it'll be that long. Hyperinflation gonna kick in, man. The dollar is gonna crash, man. All these countries, they looking for ways to get out of get America from being the world currency by coming up with a digital currency. They got this Bitcoin shit, you know.
Just like the brother saying, you know, they're getting ready to go to this digital currency. What's the best way to get the people to get to it, man? By crashing the economy, man. And then they coming up with a solution. You know what I'm saying?
Problem reaction solution.
Yeah, they gonna. That's all they gonna. Oh well, now the dollar, everything will go back to normal. They're gonna keep everything gonna go back to normal. But now we have this digital currency. You take this the RFID chip, and you know, boom.
Yeah,
yep.
Like and like what's the Dabu 7 be saying? They might have it something like, look, the dollar has crashed or it's crashing. You got a certain amount of time to come turn in all your riches or all your money, all your cash that you got buried or hid before it's no good or before this deadline, and you lose it all. And what you gonna go up there? You can head in. You got your dug up money. You got you dug all your money up and grabbed it out the safe. And what they gonna present you with? Shit, the only way we can take that is if you put this in your hand and we gonna put your money on it. You know. Cause hey, they ain't just gonna make a digital currency and give you a fucking card. No, hell no. It's gradualism. You know, they gonna put something in your ass, man. You know?
They're gonna wanna know exactly what you're spending it on. They're gonna wanna know where you at all times.
Yep.
And they gonna have control over it too.
Yep.
Shit, they wanna cut your shit off, man. Shit. Well, if you don't come up here and do this right now, we gonna what they call that shit? We gonna freeze that shit.
That's how they gonna truly just make a slave out you too, because they gonna have, like you said, they gonna have control of all your money, and then the money, say you do have money stored up, saved up, and you do got the chip. Shit, if your ass they assign you a specific job, you don't go to that motherfucking shit until we taking everything. You just ain't gonna have money.
Yep.
How much money you had saved up for 2-3 years?
Yep.
You don't go your ass to work where we assigned you to be at. You out of here.
Just like in China, they counting this shit, how they got the social. I think it's
social credit score.
Yeah, social credit score.
Yeah.
Like if you do something wrong, you can't get on the bus or plane or train. That's the same thing they finna set up here, man. They all that's just practice to the New World Order, what the Nazis did in Nazi Germany and what China doing. That's basically the New World Order embodied, man. They want total control over the people, man.
And that makes sense what you're saying too, because say for instance, they send a frequency to your shit. You ain't trying to go rogue. You don't want to listen to them. You doing your own thing. Okay, well shit. Guess what? We can shut your chip down. Now you can't get in your house. Yep. You can't get in your car. You know what I'm saying? You
can't use none of your weapons.
Can't
use
they got
none
of your weapons because now you know what I'm saying. It's a certain chip that you use to run the weapon.
And Salaka, they can also shut you down.
Yeah,
They might release something from that chip in your body and take you out.
Yeah, it's a lethal dose of cyanide in that chip, man. And then not to mention, that's the one going in your hand, but what about the one going in your brain though, man? The neurological chip.
Like y'all getting to it. That's back in that brother shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what the brother said, start with gradualism.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with the hand, then make it mandatory. Well, you gotta get that motherfucker.
Yeah, your
get two
brain.
of them, one the hand, one the brain.
Yeah, man.
I was looking at a video. Well, actually, I've been trying to put this video together, but have a problem with trying to record the video. But I came across a video with Bernie Mac's sacrifice. And
they said he knew when he got. That's why they got him sick. They did something to him, made him sick.
He said in that video, that. Well, actually, this is what they said. They had a cloning deal.
Yeah,
but they turned him on to it.
Yeah, and he was like.
But he had to take that chip first. You understand? He had to take the chip first. The upper echelons of entertainment and government and things of that sort. In order to go into the real secret shit that Esau deals with, they have to accept the chip.
Right.
And so Bernie had mentioned it to his compadres, King of Comedy.
Yeah, and they ratted. You can tell
him out.
Steve Harvey, Cedric Entertainment, DL, all the motherfuckers, man.
And in this video, I'm gonna try to post it today. I got some of it, but I want to do it in one set.
Yeah.
But the brother that was doing the video, he clicked over to Bill Clinton because I pulled out Ecclesiastes 5 and 15. Not be thinking of any matter whether it's great or small. You know what I'm saying? And Bill Clinton went in on it. This concept is that from that point to now, he's 30 years old.
Right.
Yeah. You understand? He was the president right after Bush, the first Bush. Yeah, Bush in the 92. You know what I'm saying? So this goes all the way back to the early 90s. He went in and he was saying, and I quote, that they want to put a moratorium on all private institutions that are doing human cloning. Unquote. So
Esau got some shit.
So he got some shit.
If he can clone motherfucking goats, monkeys, and rats, how much more shit a human?
Yeah.
Might take him a little longer. That's probably why a lot of these entertainers that probably don't get down with that agenda. They so-called go to jail for 6 months, a year, 2 years. Then come back. It's like they hold, bro. It's like they hold demeanor. Probably kill them and then goddamn clone that motherfucker. And probably take them, probably a year now or so to grow a human body.
That movie,
chip they ass.
Sly Sloan. What's his name?
Sylvester Sloan.
Yeah, Dredd. He said in that movie clip, I remember watching this movie. He said it don't take us but 3 weeks to clone a grown human.
Oh shit, there you go.
And, that was going back into the late 80s, early 90s as well.
Right.
So they were putting this all out in movies.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
And see that time, the extra time they probably use then, just to say if they can clone somebody.
Yeah.
Right? They kill the motherfucker off, but they done clone it. The rest of the time, they probably conditioning that motherfucking clone to act just like him. Teaching them.
Yeah, look at Dave Chappelle. He went off and lived in Africa for like a whole damn year. He came back, man. Yeah, he got away from that Hollywood shit, man.
One more thing I want to add to that. That movie Will Smith, just that last movie he made.
Gemini Man.
And you remember that they got to his third clone and they was cloning him where he didn't feel shit.
He didn't feel shit. No emotion. That's the.
What happened when Dave Chappelle came back?
He was bigger.
Charlie Murphy ended up dying, right? And Dave Chappelle fat as hell.
And look, though, Charlie Murphy died, but now look at Eddie Murphy. He got goddamn Coming to America too.
Right.
He done got him a bigger movie now.
Right. He can't even talk.
Right.
Come on. He probably had his own brother sacrifice. Who knows, man?
It might have been Dave Chappelle. Come back. When he came back, he had all kind of big specials on TV.
Yup, sure did.
Just blew up.
Yup.
After gone.
After being gone for over a year, bro. Yeah, man.
That's how that stuff works. You had Mark Lawrence running down Hollywood Boulevard talking about I'm crazy or these people are crazy.
Right.
A couple of years back.
Right.
Right.
Yup.
And then you had Shaquille O'Neal on the daggone Sports Center zoned out.
Yup.
When he froze up.
Yup. Not to mention that, look at Kanye West, Kim Kardashian talking about divorcing his dumb ass now because he malfunctioned.
Say them hoes the biggest
Witches.
in Hollywood.
Yup.
Right on top of Gabrielle Union. And you know motherfucking Oprah goddamn probably the head motherfucking contract for women, especially the black women.
She up there.
Yeah.
She ain't nothing but a fucking pawn.
Oh, that's it.
She playing a part.
Hey, all the women that she be having with her and them TV shows that she be putting these women on and shit. And he's home. Them men be homosexual.
Yeah.
You look at they on the show, they like they're a manly man, but interviews after the show, like behind the scenes and shit, 10 minutes hell. Then the women talk. Like, damn, she be turning the motherfuckers out.
And everybody that came out of Disney is jacked up.
Oh, they fuck.
Yup. Oh, they dope, man. They dope.
Either gay, lesbians, drugged out.
Right.
Yup. Then overdose.
Overdose, yeah.
Motherfuckers, bro. The kids, ain't no boy, they probably doing some shit to them kids.
Yeah, man. No doubt, man. No doubt.
Look at what's old boy who we was looking at?
Orlando.
Orlando.
Yup.
Man, that dude goddamn insane.
Screech just died not too long ago. He was young, man.
Yeah.
He was young, yeah. Screech just died. Saved by the Bell. Yup.
Screech, right. His life came to a screeching home.
You know, it's funny that these people have access to millions and millions of dollars, but they die of such, quote unquote, they die of such simple abnormalities. You understand what I'm saying?
But that's how they make it seem, though.
That's how you come. That's how they make it seem. But here we is, everyday nothing ass jakes. You understand? You know, in the world of the eye. You know, what I'm talking about, can barely goddamn afford the gas and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Much less goddamn keep up your insurance.
Right.
And we, you know, and you walk around this mother 90% of the time with no help.
Right, and we eating all the goddamn bullshit.
Yeah.
They eating
All the
organic
bullshit.
shit.
Yeah.
You know, they going to the best doctors, got the best goddamn trainers and shit. Right. You know, and they died, what, 32? 40?
Yeah.
32,
Hey, but
25, 26.
That let you know the Lord whacking they wicked ass, man. He whacking. I don't give a fuck. I don't give you wicked, man. I don't give a fuck how many good foods you eat. That don't mean shit compared to y'all by some y'all shot, man.
He get an increase.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this scripture backing up your brothers about you know, the MOB and Esau cloning. This is Isaiah chapter 14. The point in verse 14, but I'm starting at 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon
that
the
sounds
mount.
like a profitable ass demon.
It is.
Boy.
It is.
A profitable ass devil.
It is.
Got it.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Be like it, and it's that RFID chip. That mark of the beast is his key, man. To trying to be like the Most High, man. Total control, man. World domination. you take that goddamn chip, you're done.
Yup.
You belong to the state for real. You belong to the government, the fucking elites.
Yup. I was watching that movie, Monsters of Men last night. I rented it on Amazon. I fucked around, went to sleep on it. Hopefully I still got it so I can finish watching it today, but.
They give you 3 days.
Okay then, yeah. That movie, that was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
From the first beginning of when I started watching it.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, how they got them AI robots and you know that AI once that AI get hooked to that internet system, man, Internet of Things, it's uncontrollable, bro. You ain't gonna be able to control it. It got a mind of its own then, man. And then it adapts quickly, man.
Yep.
You got it up.
Because they got them algorithms and shit.
Yeah.
If you watch that movie, Behind the Why.
Yeah, I was trying to watch
Watch that movie Behind the Why, man. It show you that goddamn. See the AI. He was trying to he working for the U.S. military, but shit, he basically had a mind of his own. He was ever growing, and he fucked around and met the people over there who were getting bombed and shit all the time.
Yeah.
So he like shit. I'm trying to help I'm trying to help them, cause shit, they ain't doing nothing wrong. These people the problem. You Americans the problem.
Right.
So he's trying to launch the nuclear missiles.
Right.
And hit America with the missiles, goddamn.
Right.
And then he had that coon Jake. He played that coon Jake to take that motherfucking chip out of him.
Yeah,
Well, he
so
got control. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And look how the U.S. government picked a Jake as the face of it.
Yeah.
Because he represented neutrality, right?
Yeah.
A threat.
Yeah.
So he asked the question, why didn't they make me a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, all-American soccer player or whatever?
Yeah.
Because nobody trust them, though.
Nobody trust him.
And that's what he said.
And that's just like today.
I'm in the neutral zone.
They got that Jake as a general today, man.
Right.
I forgot his name. You probably know his name.
Florida.
Yeah, something like that.
CEO with the Department of
I
Defense.
know you're talking about.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was the Secretary of
Got him
Defense.
out of retirement.
Right, got him out of retirement.
Yeah.
General, bring him out.
Right.
That's the same thing they did with not Reagan, but Bush, Reagan, and Clinton. They all held on the what's his name, Colin Powell. They finally made him Secretary of Defense during the Bush administration. Big thing. That's how they would sit there. They was able to go to the nation and lie, push that lie. You understand what I'm saying? All that's backfired on them now.
It's Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed. To set up on high those that be low. Keep going.
Yeah, Jacob 12.
This Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
It's just going back to what we started talking about, you know, them trying to implement that market beast.
Yeah.
New
World Order.
Yeah, that New World Order. They what they call it, the Great
Reset.
You know, that shit gonna be disappointing.
Fuck
You
that
know,
shit you talking
the Lord gonna disappoint Black Lives Matter. He gonna
Off the gate.
disappoint goddamn Proud Boys and every other organization besides this truth, man.
It's truth, man.
Shit, they ass on that motherfucking list now. The extremist list.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that shit on this list, man.
Yeah.
But you know, they said they really focus on us.
Yeah. See,
Profits.
they set all this shit up so they can wage war against domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and if
Wage
you
war
go watch
against
that,
profits.
That's that Patriot Act, huh? They deem all Americans terrorists.
Something like that, y'all.
You read that legislation, they left that shit vague. They, you know, indifferent. So they can be defined as anything.
yeah, they can write. They can just write some shit in.
That's
Like,
what you're seeing now.
domestic terrorism.
You're seeing that.
And they doing that. They doing that so they can wage war against the traffic.
That's it,
So
man.
you just bring your bitch ass on, man.
All that shit is
And
revisable,
do what
man.
you're trying to do and
At
quit
any
sneaking
moment.
all over.
But them ex-military vets, man, they ain't gonna go for that shit. Or the U.S. military, man. They like, man,
Right.
these are our folk. These are our people.
And that's
Yeah,
why they
that's
gonna
why
bring
they-
you in
They
here.
gonna send their ass over there.
They got their private soldiers.
Yeah,
They got their private military.
Mercenaries.
Mercenaries. They just
Yeah,
all about money. They don't
mercenaries.
give a damn who they kill.
Yeah.
Y'all some motherfuckers like that, man.
Yeah.
From other countries.
Motherfuckers from the other countries and Americans been fucking over them all these years, bombing they folks and shit, raping them.
They gonna love the
They
goddamn
gonna be ready to come over here and
Hell
rape.
yeah.
13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong.
These elite, you know, that shit ain't gonna prosper. You bankers, you know, the central bankers, they the ones trying to change the currency because they got all the real riches.
Since you brought that up, let me bring this up. It's Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. You got it, bro. Yeah, man, like you say, man, hey, that was a beautiful precept because I had been holding that, and the Spirit, you know, made it come on out after he said that, after he made that point, man. Riches, man, look, man, when these UN troops and these mercenaries come in, man, they ain't gonna give a damn about no gold. They ain't gonna give a damn about no Bitcoin. They don't care about how much money you got in your bank account because why? They being paid to do what they got to do anyway, man. You ain't gonna be able to buy them off, man.
Yeah, they get paid by the
They contract killers.
If they wanted to, they'll just kill your ass, just take the shit that you got anyway.
Exactly.
They
gonna do that.
Double up.
They're gonna do that.
They're gonna be posted up in your house.
Yeah.
Barack Obama signed an executive order. I can't remember the 5-digit deal to that executive order, but I remember reading some of it vaguely on
The executive order.
yeah. And they gave the UN authority once like we in this we under FEMA right now.
Yeah.
You know what they said that Department of Trump did this shit.
Yeah, you get FEMA. Basically,
He's still under that law. He's still under that executive order right now.
FEMA has power over the country, over the president, over all.
Over everything.
And FEMA, if you go to FEMA, is it's not an American-ran organization. It's basically like the FBI and the IRS. That shit, the bankers run that.
That's
You know?
right.
And they gonna bring them the UN troops are the real troops for FEMA. You FEMA
That's right.
workers and shit, you just them, man. You
Yeah.
ain't the real workers for FEMA.
They're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
They're gonna get wired. They're gonna get wiped out and
They
fired,
got
man.
real police,
Yup.
so to speak.
Yup.
That's what's gonna take over. These private militaries that they've been, all these people go kidnapped and missing, and they've been grooming people from their child. All they know is whatever the elite say, whatever, you know, these military, the elite say, yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
They've been brought up on this shit.
And Esau learned from when he go in and he invade countries and whatnot, or he go befriend a country, just like he did down in Hamland. You know, you got those warlords down there, and what they do with them little boys, they kidnap them and they turn them into mercenaries. Early age.
They whole family.
Kill off the whole village.
Yeah.
Esau take notes. This man is real detailed because he's a natural born killer anyway.
Yeah. And to make another point on them mercenaries, man, they gonna have to out with your head because the CIA, man, if they don't do what they supposed to do, they got other contract killers that'll come take them out.
And I was listening to something, the CIA. If you're a part of the CIA, you can't retire.
Either
Right.
you retired or you retired but
And
you're
you
still
on call.
available.
Yep.
Or either you retired and dead.
Oh yeah, or you go out on real old age,
They
man,
just
something like
go,
that.
you know too much. So
Yep.
So they did. You watch the movie Safe House.
Yep. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Blood in, blood out.
Blood in, blood out.
Yep.
You know that Esau, he put up words for a mirage.
Yep.
You know, just for lack of words, he put up words for a mirage. That guy, it was a guy down in Africa, South Africa, Esau. Right before he died, they always come out before they die. You understand? He worked for the FBI, CIA, and he said we created AIDS and spread it amongst the South Africa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was on the it was on one of those sites with Bill Gates in it. You know what I'm saying? One of them tabs going to that and look at some of the shit that Bill Gates was doing in Africa. They got a Esau on that old laying up in his deathbed, you know, fearing not. That's what they all do.
And look,
the Lord say gonna make their tongue
all
follow
upon themselves. Exactly what's coming down.
and the point I was gonna make, because that point you just made, you like blood in, blood out. That's a gangster term, man. See, Esau is the literal gangster. I said I was gonna do a lesson on that a long time ago, but I never got around to it. With the red tie and the blue tie. They just literal gangsters, man. Literal Crips and Bloods, man. I mean, legal is what I meant to say.
Red, white, and blue, goddamn.
They legal Crips and Bloods, bro.
Yeah, man, let me write this real quick. This is Revelation 13 and 15. Let's start at 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, and the image of the beast is talking about this system, man.
Yep.
You know, and the beast is NATO and the EU, man, the revised Roman Empire, man. He had a deadly wound and did live, man. You know, we in the Roman Empire, the 10 toes that were partly mire and partly clay. That's where we at in the earth, man. You people holler about America ain't in the Bible, but shit.
That little horn?
Yeah, that little horn is here, goddammit. And hey, the horn is here. Who run the UN? Them motherfuckers don't make moves unless Biden, Trump, Bush, Obama said some shit, man. They wasn't just doing what they want to do. Everything gotta when it come to the people, everything comes to the US and the US make their decision. A US comes with a proclamation, so to speak, and everybody else make their decision around that and oppose and do. But it's really whatever the US say, man. So we see it, man. But you people, you ride past, you look at us like we stupid, but Esau looking like, how the fuck they know this? We gotta do something about them. Fuck Black Lives Matter and all the rest of that shit. We want them Hebrew Israelites, man. Why you think every time they talking about domestic terrorism or some shit like that, guess who pop up? The Hebrew Israelites. Black Hebrew Israelites. You know, you got all sorts of Jakes look all kind of ways. We not Black Hebrew Israelites. We are the Hebrew Israelites. You are the Hebrew Edomites, man.
Damn right.
Y'all finna go into slavery. You and all the other heathens, man.
Thus said the Lord, man. Right. Thus said the Lord, man.
It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
And that's what's gonna happen when they come with this digital currency, man. They gonna cause all small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive that mark in their forehead. Oh shit, you got millions of Jakes in prison. Shit, all you gotta do is take this chip and this brain chip, we're gonna let you out. You know? we need more room for these so-called people who don't want to take, you know, who don't want to conform to the new world order.
And guess what? That's gonna take place of that shit that they get around their ankle. That chip. Yeah, the ankle monitor. That's gonna be in their hand now, man. So of course they want to get out that motherfucker bad enough. They gonna take that chip, bro. They ain't gonna give a damn.
Ain't no more house arrest bracelets.
What?
They fuck around, put that chip in your ass, they'll use it like a shot collar.
Yeah.
Get that fuck. Your ass got 100 yards around your house, that's it. Not even 100, 100 feet from your doorstep? Your ass go 101.
100 and a half.
Oh, I got some more. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
And another thing, we don't believe that the vaccine is the mark of the beast, man. We don't teach that.
Nah.
Because if it was, shit, it's people that got the vaccine, they don't even know who, you know what I'm saying? They gotta give out paper slips, man. You can lose that shit, man. Eventually they gonna find a more efficient way, because that's what everything moving to, is efficiency. They gonna find a more efficient way to keep up with everything and everybody, man. And then, through that chip, man, all your information, all your records gonna be in there, man. You know? And if you try to take it out, that shit fucker you. You know, you can play with the Lord if you want to, because it's the Lord microchip, man. You think you gonna take it out, Esau gonna release some shit in your ass, man. You gonna fucking die, man. You know, that shit probably embedded to your ass. You can't take it out.
It is, man.
You know, they probably make it infused to your blood vessels. You don't know what the fuck.
All that.
One of the main artery, you think you gonna cut it off if you want to, you ain't gonna bleed out.
They gonna have a lot of
attached to your damn DNA or something.
Attached to your fucking bone. It's crazy.
If Esau, you pay attention to this bad sign, you know what I'm talking about? Listen, he knows that the body's so much percent water. You know, he knows that the brain deals with synapses and and dopamine, electrical currents going back and forth. He knows this. He knows this. The man that went back in his lab and whipped all this up, and the Lord is providing him with this information. Truth be told, he's a beast man. He's a knuckle dragging caveman. You understand? So the Lord is filling this man up with all this information. In particular, the sons of Tim. Them smart motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? But the brother had brought out in that verse there that those who have the ears to hear, they're gonna be saved from this. The Lord gonna protect a certain amount of people that's not gonna go through all. You know, they're gonna go through something, but ultimately they're gonna be saved from the wrath of Esau. Esau evil.
And just to, hey, like the brother said, hey, yeah, we don't teach that the vaccine is the mark of the beast. We teach you not to take that motherfucker. Why would you take something that you see is killing people? That's deforming people, altering your fucking DNA, man.
They telling you it's altering your DNA. Yep. And the only way you can have true possession over a particular thing if they can alter it, man. They can't get a piece of grass and be like, this grass belongs to me. Because it ain't got their stamp on it. But if they can alter your DNA, that's why the only thing really truly owned is genetically modified products, man. You know, that's truly owned by different. They can actually say once they do it, this is my product. You know what I'm saying? If it's created from the Lord, you can't say this is my product. Right. Because you ain't create that, man. But if they can modify it or clone it or do this and do that, they can actually say, okay, this belongs to me, I created it. But you, yourself, they can't do that, man, unless they modify you, man. And that's what they playing to you, man.
Yep.
You know, you people so stupid, you still gonna go, you gonna do it, man. Yeah. People getting it now, man. There's people around you every day who actually have gotten that shit.
And they got a certain spot. I was just saying, I don't know if it was Dogwood 7. Somebody I seen, well, in order for you to get in certain like restaurants and hotels and shit, you have to have something showing that you've been vaccinated.
Oh, yeah, that's
little card.
That's over there in the land of Israel. Man.
Yeah.
They got that they got that bitch totally locked down.
I forgot what they call it. It's an app on their phone.
Yeah, they the chosen people, but they goddamn.
Right.
The only way you can goddamn do what you want to do is if you consent to the devil, man. Right. You know, but you the chosen people.
They faith in the vaccine.
Yeah, you know, and science, man. You trusting in science, man. No, what that said in the scriptures? Trust in the science. That ain't in the scriptures, man.
Man, look, man, this shit is so obvious to the elect, man. That's why the scriptures say ain't no enchantment against Jacob, bro. We see this shit plain as day, bro.
That's why we able to listen to all this this rap shit and don't react off of it.
Yeah, and it don't fade us, man.
Jakes, they listen to this shit, they ready to go kill a motherfucker. And it will.
Yeah, they get enchanted.
They get
enchanted.
Jake don't even, you have certain rappers and shit, they ain't even been in soul out, but they so enchanted that they cast out spells and shit, man. You know, they cast out wickedness, man. And they ain't even sold out enough. They ain't sold they soul yet. But from growing up in this wicked ass society, the things that they promote and push, you basically sold out without selling that, man. You people fucking retarded, man. Just cause you ain't sit down to sign no contract or you ain't have to do this or that. Yeah, to sit and say, I said, you ain't got to, man. It's what you pushing out there, man, that proves that you down with the beast, man. You down with this system. You down with destroying your people, man. You ain't gotta write down on a piece of paper, yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice this person, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You doing it by your actions, man. They ain't even gotta make deals with you niggas no more, man. They just let you live your nigga just be a nigga, man. You got shit. Just go nigga crazy, man. Shit, guess what? All them young kids, they gonna come up, they gonna look at you and like, this is who I wanna be like. I wanna be the ultimate nigga, man. You know, I wanna
a real
be a big
nigga.
Drug. Yeah, I wanna be a real drug dealer, a killer, a robber.
I wanna have all them stank ass hoes.
Yeah, that's the bitches, man.
And you got 3-year-old, 4, 5-year-old children walking around with the pants off their ass, with Jordans and whatnot. All this program.
They can spell their favorite rapper name, but can't spell their own damn name.
Look at the pictures they taking.
Right.
Yeah. All
they know what they doing.
They doing this shit here, bro.
This is that system is that anti-Messiah
2-3 years old
system, man.
That's part of the image of the beast, man.
follow after the ways of the heathen, but they do. And after slavery, that Stockholm syndrome kicked in. Our people trust in this devil and these heathens, so they want to be like them. And that's why the scriptures say, woe unto those that trust in Egypt and to go down to Egypt for help, because Pharaoh shall be your shame, roughly paraphrasing. Getting the chip, getting the max, the jab, that's going to be your shame.
It is.
And look, America is nothing streeted, man. It teaches the people to be great. Look at this beach right here. It's an old beach. Look at that. Both of them. The front end of that motherfucking truck is going through it. Look at it.
I guarantee he got his seat all the way back.
And still proud as hell. Though. Them devils be proud as hell, too.
And horrible.
They can't even move.
They had a cartoon, man, Disney Pixar. They had a cartoon, and it was projecting into the future. They're like the Jetsons. And all the people were fat in this and they was on little hover.
Oh yeah, they was on little.
I know what you go to the grocery store, you got they were hover things. Look at this shit here, man. They let you know, and just like the oxygen brung out. That was a ton. Half a ton rides by.
That was a half a ton, huh?
Rides by. This place is fast on its way to it. You understand? Proud hog.
And America is the most obese country in the earth, man. Because you Americans, you get and that's how they trying to turn the whole earth into this convenient place, man. But they playing. See, America just was what you would call simulation, experiment. It's just okay. We gonna use America and test the water. We gonna see if we can get everybody to worship Baal. Turn everybody to Satan. And they done it with America. So now the Americans so proud, okay, now we gotta do away with these proud ass, patriotic ass Americans, man. And now we gonna get rid, cause you Americans, you 300 million, however many millions of motherfuckers, hundreds of millions of people in America, you're really not written in the New World Order unless you a part of that upper echelon, these Republicans, and they probably like
that bloodline, man.
Yeah, that bloodline. You a part of them families and that what is called Illuminati. Those different secret societies. That's the only way you written in it, And
you're a good entertainer.
Yeah, some of them ain't even written in it, man.
You do some wicked shit and get up the ladder.
They like in that Mason.
Yeah, that Mason shit. They gonna cross a lot of them out. Like, shit, we gonna leave y'all just go get.
A lot of people.
Yeah, hell no.
When you talking about the whole scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? That ain't America's what, a quarter of the world's population? A quarter?
No, it ain't nowhere near.
It's not a quarter.
It's probably like a 5%.
I know they got a quarter of the most people locked up. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah. And it's only 5% of the population.
Yeah.
And they got a 1/4%
of all the people locked up
in prison, man. So this ain't nothing but a big ass prison, man. That shit crazy, man. You got 5% of the earth population, but you got 25% of people incarcerated in the land.
That's right there. That's evidence of stuff we brought out last week. Let's follow this man's track record. If you just look in on the statistics, studies say this, studies show this.
Studies have
you
shown
know what I'm saying?
that this nigga wicked, man. Studies have shown that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. Ain't no country did it like ain't no nation did it like Esau, man. That boy come through the earth crook walking, man. Set tripping, man. Fucking everybody up, man. And don't nobody say shit, man. You niggas, you the worst one, man, cause you don't say shit, man. You forgive and forget all the goddamn time.
Nigga better kill their brother, man.
The man stick it
whole. Just all get along.
Yeah, he stuck his whole foot in your ass yesterday. You barely can walk. You talking about we just gonna let it go. Man, you crazy as hell, man.
That's the new what is his name? That white that Jake got beat up back in the 90s.
Rodney King.
That's the new Rodney King you see up there. The dog just get along.
Shit, the last nigga got hung in Mobile back in the 80s. Michael McDonald.
Yeah. In front of his mama house.
Yep. Down there in Orange Grove. Yep.
If I could add to back, y'all was saying that the majority of the population on the planet is locked up over here in America, and shit, the majority of Jakes, if I'm not mistaken, is over here in America. Rock from the slave ships over here. That ain't no coincidence.
Like
It's been Jake out
All right, let me get this piece up here.
Like the scripture say, you got it.
He's going right into the point he just made. It's Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none said restore it. Because we gonna get that final restoring when Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua get back, man. And if you ain't a part of the elect, man, you just gonna get taken, man. You know, by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua route, man. That's why repentance is important, man. So you can be a part of that hopefully elect, man. You know, it's a lot of Jakes in prison right now for crimes that they didn't even commit, man. They doing life sentences for crimes they didn't even commit, man.
And Esau show you that shit through his movies and TV shows.
Exactly, man.
But look at that movie that just came out with Michael B. Jordan. What it was, Alabama?
Yo.
Just Mercy.
Yo. Look at the Central Park 5.
Yup. The kids, man.
Yeah.
How long the boy was in prison for? He was like 10 years?
Yeah. Look at the Edomite bitch that came out and said she lied on Emmett Till, yeah.
And
They
just
came and snatched that boy out his house while they were eating or some
Oh
shit.
boy, a young boy, man.
Snatched him up out of there, motherfucker.
So-called raped this woman, but he didn't rape her, you know what I'm saying? And she came for him. He sat in prison for like 15 years.
Yup.
Over that shit, man.
Got to pay for that shit.
Shit, look at Daddy's little girl. Shit, she gave him the cat. He was a basketball player. And his parents walked. No, he was like, she was like, "You gonna come back?" He didn't want to keep fucking with him. He just fucked her and shit. We're trying to leave. And just her daddy them came, man.
Right.
Did he rape you? Did he force you?
Right.
Look,
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't want to make herself look bad.
Right.
Yeah.
And had him as he got goddamn on file as a fucking rapist.
Sexual, what it called?
Pedophile, some shit.
Sex offender.
Yeah, sex offender, y'all.
And to add to that point about those being hid in prison houses and snared and whatnot, that also goes into this whack ass religion. You know, you Baptists, you Methodists, you Catholics.
Good point,
You know, somebody you spiritually and mentally dead, trapped in a damn dope house. That's all that is. That's
whorehouse.
Yeah, ain't but a damn whorehouse. You know, all that foolery going on in
Good
them
point.
places.
Good point.
Same thing. It ain't no different.
Trap, man.
Then all of the damn Catholic churches, they homosexual.
Yeah.
They like fucking with little boys and shit.
Homosexual and lesbian.
Millions of dollars worth of lawsuit they just took back. And they'll slide and I'm not going to back for these cats, but they'll slide an R. Kelly or Bill Cosby up there.
Yeah,
you know,
or Jake.
Cause this man,
get your mind off of them.
Yeah, because he good at deflecting.
That's a sacrifice itself.
Exactly.
Y'all ever seen that little video they had where they this dude was trying to talk to who that was doing that with the little kids giving them herpes, circumcised.
Oh yeah,
Jewish motherfucker. They ran up on it. Hey, we got a question. Can we talk about how y'all giving little boys herpes and shit like that? We don't even talk about that. Shit, caught out. Shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't got that in the mainstream media, but you know,
they'll throw Jake up in there though.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They did Bill Cosby old ass.
Yeah. That's what you get for trusting in these fucking devils, though.
That's why I said we ain't going to back for these folks.
Yeah.
Trash don't even.
You're like the brung out. You selling your soul to these folks anyway. So these people keep a file on you. They keep records. You know what I'm talking about? That's why you got to go in back in on this man's record. Go in on this man's record. He keeps records. So guess what? When he need to throw somebody out there to lure, you know, to deflect from him, look where he go back in the record.
Man, that motherfucker go all the way back to slave laws and shit.
Yeah.
But you niggas, they forgot what he did to us. Man, you niggas a trip, man. Man, to go back to the 1600s and pull out some old ass paper and go to reading it. This document, goddamn Jefferson versus goddamn Johnson and some crazy shit.
It worked out this way, so we gonna have to work it out this way. You be like, what the fuck?
And that's how Esau operate too when he get no courtroom. He'll, like I just brought out, he'll bring back laws, you know, at the turn of the century, you know, early 1900s and whatnot. And you get up there, well, you know, judge, your honor, you know, I didn't know, you know, well, if it's in the law, it's not going to excuse you from the country. Right. The same goes with the Lord. You know, you can't go for the Lord talking about you ignorant of this, you ignorant of that. But then you got all this internet, you got all this access to all this information.
No more cloak for your sins.
So no more cloak for your sins. It goes both ways, left hand and right hand.
Think about the Lord though, he righteous because he teaching
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
But hey, Jake just don't want to learn. Esau, you gotta pay all this money to go to college and learn about their laws. And shit, you gotta goddamn go to jail first to even goddamn put up on game about shit. What you can do to get out of this and that and this and that, man.
Yeah, it's gotta be in your interest.
It gotta be in your interest.
And you still gotta pay somebody for to do it for you.
Yo, the Lord said, I'll tell you about these things before they even happen, man. Oh, man. And we ain't even got to pay for this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Just ask for it, man. And the Lord give it, man. Come on, I got one out of you. Who else got one? I think he said he got one too. Oh, wait.
This Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed, man. You know, and that's what Esau do. He write shit up on the fly, man.
Yep.
Some shit ain't never happened before, goddamn. This shit finna be law now, goddamn. You better write this moment down, goddamn. Wiggins versus goddamn Family Dollar. That's crazy. They'll do that shit just like that, man. And put that shit in their pocket.
And how he write that shit on the fly though? Because he's setting up different shit, man.
Yeah,
he got crisis actors out here, man. That's out here acting this shit out. And then that's when he come with the laws right after, man. Like that shit that happened January 6th, man. If you can't see that one playing, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
And that was to get both sides. So you Edomites lose.
Yeah.
And it's coming to you patriot Edomites, you straight up losing, man.
Yo.
And you Jakes, well, us Israelites, not just the regular Jake, because they ain't no three. But the Israelites, shit, you do out there too, man.
So you can hear them out there. You can hear them with, what they was on like a microphone or something?
That was Adam Alley, wasn't it?
They was out there, goddamn. You can hear them.
I don't know.
Oh man, that boy crazy.
You know, it's a lot of Israelite groups out there who just watch different camps and shit, and they just go out with t-shirt and fringes with bullhorns and dreads and shit, man. You know, and they self-proclaimed prophets, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, the scriptures tell you that it's camps you probably don't know what the fuck their name is, man. But them big ones we know, But I don't know exactly which camp. I know they said some Israelites staffs and shit. But you preaching to the Edomites?
Not only the staffs,
ain't no Jakes out there, man.
Not only the staff, but the little aprons that the Freemason wear, IUIC. I was just watching the female Freemasons, a little video on that yesterday. They got the same little wristbands. They come up on their arms. And that's the same shit IUIC wearing, man. Easter Stars. Yeah, they call for some order of fraternity. So all these fucking fraternities in these colleges, that's what it all lead up to, man. Freemasonry, man. Fraternities, sororities. Yeah, the sororities is what I meant. That's for the women, the sororities. Then you got the fraternities with the men, man. All that shit lead to the Greek letter fraternities, and which is Freemasonry and witchcraft, bro.
The beginning stages, bro.
Beginning stages of that shit.
That goes back to First Maccabees 1 and 11, that went for wicked men.
Covenant with the wicked
ass folks. So when these folks go into what they call higher learning, going back to what his name, Spike Lee. Go back to higher learning. Guess what? You notice that they were showing what? All what you just brought out.
Yeah.
Sororities. And these are what you call the keepers of the house. These are the footstools for the kings of the planet. Get put in these state, local, and federal positions.
Gonna be the leaders. Judah Morning, the gates thereof languish, man.
Yep, there it is.
Languishing, man.
Your leaders, long teeth, goddamn jacked up, goddamn confused ass entertainers.
The leaders of these people call them the air, man. They call them Jakes the air, man. Every time they recruit a motherfucker in them fraternities and them sororities, they call them motherfucker the air, man. Brother got
it. You had something too? You had something at them? Well done.
Second Ezra 16 and 69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot.
Yeah, and that's for anything, man. If you leaning and trusting in your enemy, man, you gonna be had in derision. That's going into this Max. you know, the jab, they're going into that, the chips, you know, or whatever, man. The 501c3, no teeth, all that, man. Anything dealing with Esau, man. You gonna be had in the region and trying underfoot, man. You ain't gonna escape scotch-free, man. You know? Esau gonna roll over your ass like this fucking sellout. I know if he sold out on his own people, I know this nigga ain't gonna sell out on me.
No doubt.
They all got something.
Yeah, they go ahead.
I digress off. Y'all got it.
Verse 7. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Yeah, and they're going into who? The Israelites. Jacob's truck. Because Israel is the only nation that truly fear the Lord.
Right.
You know, the Lord is finna instill fear in this destruction that he gonna bring. You got it.
If I can add real quick, just like they got in DC, all them troops over there, that's just an example of what they could do to every city in America, every state.
And they made that shit, they just made it permanent to where they gonna have a certain amount of troops that's always there to protect the governors essentially.
What they had, like what, 25,000 out there? Just in what, DC?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of troops. So
bro.
just think what they can do that, and that's just what the National Guard or what the Army.
That's just one branch of the service.
That's just National
One
Guard.
branch of the service, man.
I mean, they still basically the Army. They train like the Army. They just
Yeah, but that's just
the
still
National
one
Guard,
branch. That's still one branch.
Yeah, and that ain't all of them. They, you know, the National Guard, they just at home, chill, they get a check. You know, they work out and shit and gotta keep themselves up and shit. And they can get called in at any time, but really they just sitting around, you know, you ain't gonna tell them you a compound, this motherfucker part military, you know, he part of the National Guard or something, you know.
And they gonna do whatever the government tell them to do.
Damn right.
Most of them, unless they...
I think it's gonna be a rebellion. That's gonna be the way they bring in the other troops.
Yeah.
Because they already saying like 60% of the army, they saying they ain't taking the jab, man. You know, they like we take the one trophy, you know. So hey, they gonna just Esau finna just come down like, man, okay, shit, we got our own military. They got real deal super soldiers now already. That shit, they ain't finna have to hurry up and put a super soldier together. That shit already here, man. They just trying to introduce it to the people. Gradually, man. They don't want a big insurrection off the top, man. They want motherfuckers to agree with what they got going.
Yep.
You know?
That motherfucker got goddamn super dog.
Yeah, robots and all that shit, man. Just like on that behind the wire. Man, they probably got that shit real.
They do.
Clone motherfuckers and shit like goddamn old boy. They got that shit already in the makers and prepared, goddamn, to goddamn release that shit, man.
The next verse, 2 Ezra 16 and 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Yeah, going into Esau, he gonna come down with great wrath because he had but a short time.
Bro.
He finna release the
Crackling.
Look. Whatever you want to call, he finna let everything. This nigga finna all his weapons, some shit you ain't never seen, ranges. He finna just let that shit.
AI, bro. That AI, bro.
Yeah.
The AI is heavy, bro. They ain't fighting for 5G for nothing, bro. They already got 5G.
Shit, I think they trying to skip past
like
5G.
CG. Yeah. Y'all got to watch that movie, Monsters of Men, bro.
China already shit on.
Yeah. The majority of their people already got the chip.
That all they sanitation workers and all that you know how you do the public works workers.
Yeah.
All of them wearing braces right now.
Yeah.
All of them being tracked 24/7.
Yeah.
So you know.
And I finally watched that movie, Songbird. That was a good movie too, man. If y'all ain't watched that. Songbird, man. Watch it, man. Good movie. They were talking about, just to make a long story short, they were talking about COVID-23. And I seen an Edomite put out a video. He was like, man, y'all just don't know what's coming, man. They got this COVID-19, but it's gonna be a COVID-21. He said it's gonna be a COVID-20, COVID-21, the COVID-22, and the COVID-23. And And that's what that movie was about, COVID-23, man. But when it got to COVID-23, all hell had broke loose, man. They was coming to motherfucking doors, kicking them out their houses and shit, man. I ain't gonna tell the movie, spoiling and shit.
It's called Songbird.
Songbird, man. Watch that shit, man.
Some bushwick shit, man.
Yeah, man. Watch that shit, man. Songbird.
It's going downhill fast.
It's just a matter of time.
Matter of time, bro. Gradually.
Hey, that's why. Hey, we got what's that scripture?
Wise servants, all is done, man.
No, stay on your watchtower.
Yup.
My hair.
One more verse, just like the brother said. 2 Ezra 16:72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Just came up and said about a movie about how they showing you in your movies, man, how it's gonna be, man. But you know how that's just a coincidence, man. That ain't gonna be.
It's just a movie.
Bullshit.
It's a movie.
Bullshit. It's coming.
That's predictive programming, man. They want your mind used to what if this happened. You know, motherfuckers scared and they gonna get down with the program.
Yup.
You know, and that 2 Ezra 16 basically saying what Revelation saying without saying what it's saying. You know, Revelation ain't say all that. But that's pretty much what it's gonna lead to. You say if you don't take it, they gonna call. If you don't worship or serve the image, you gonna be killed, man. Shit, what you think they gonna be doing when they wasting the spoil in your house, man?
Killing your
Carrying you, you don't know. No, man. They gonna put. You don't want to do it. You gonna get your ass put to death, or whatever the Lord. Hey, like the scriptures say, for death to death, for captivity to captivity, for the sword, whatever. That's where you going, man.
Who got one? I got one. Who got one? I'll wait.
But you after all, y'all.
Just to go with the point the brother was making. This Revelation 20:4. And I saw the thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with the Mashiach Yahushua 1,000 years.
They're going into the elect, because the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be the only ones who going to have the spirit and the protection to not do it. You know, I mean, there's going to be other people on earth that ain't going to take it and go for it. But guess what? They ain't just going to get put to death in a rigorous ass way, man. They ain't going to have no hands about them to keep the torture down, man. He's still going to do whatever he wants to, man.
I got a quick question.
Oh, I think you say you had one there about.
Yeah, I got one. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
Yeah, they do it to the elite. Esau Edom ultimately, but the elite of the nation of Edom. You know, they practicing wickedness everywhere they at, man. You know, they experimenting on shit, you know, on the animals and everything else, man. The people, you know, this nigga just wicked, man. And he got it's in the power of his hand to do this because the earth was given into his hand. You know? So he has the power to do whatever he want to do to an extent, man. He got boundaries, but he can do whatever he want to do in his wickedness because it's all for his destruction. And that's what we headed to. Head first to this nigga destruction.
Head first into a pool with no water.
And his captivity too.
Verse 2.
Hey, the destruction. I was saying destruction, just him being in power. Because when you in captivity, you destroyed.
Yeah.
You know, you a nobody.
Prisoners of war, man.
Yeah, you do. And now you subject to whatever you in hell. Once you put in captivity, you in hell. Everything you to work, it's due. Yeah.
The greatest nation on the face of the earth, man.
And
we ain't got no money system, none of that, bro.
Ain't gonna be no escaping the captivity when you get up under it. So it's gonna be captivity then guess what? That fire, man.
Ain't gonna be no goddamn underground railroad.
No,
None of that for
yeah,
your
man.
ass. Man.
It ain't gonna be no Jakes, goddamn. Come together, we gotta help the Edomites out.
None of that.
None of that shit. Boy, you gonna drink the dreads of the cup, man.
Damn right.
Ain't gonna be nobody helping your motherfucking ass.
Damn right.
Dirty ass cup too.
Just like the Akim saying, you know,
Ain't gonna be no goddamn.
when you in captivity, you
Harriet
defeated.
Tubman.
I know emancipation proclamation or none of that shit.
You are nobody.
Continuous.
That means for you 2/3 Jakes, so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native and Seminole Americans, you are nobody. You know, it's like I said. You go back and check Esau's records. There's a case back in 1858 called the Dred Scott case. Supreme Court Tarrant, I believe that was his name. And Dred Scott was a so-called freeman.
Dred Scott King.
You know, he was a so-called freeman. And I'm quoting what this Supreme Court justice said to him. A so-called black man, I'm using that term, a so-called black man has no rights that any white man is bound to respect. And not only that, when you go into the Constitution, you know, you are written in as a three-fifths of a human being.
You ain't even to them.
You
To
got a
them,
citizen.
we ain't shit.
So,
We
that's
ain't
the
a whole
point.
human.
Right. So how can you be over here in the land of your captivity, claiming to have all these rights and wanting to assimilate to these damn folks? Right. It goes back to that age-old argument that the men of the Lord have with you 2/3. Wake the fuck up. You ain't nobody to these folks.
And that's why, you know, hey, another reason it ain't gonna be no underground rail, because the rebels gonna get purged out, man. You know, rebels that live, goddamn mule can fall to the Lord, man. And you gonna get put to death in front of the Lord, man. Bring them here that slay them before me, man. You gonna purge out the rebels, man. You don't wanna get down with the program, your ass gonna get put to death, man.
Just like they wandered in the wilderness, what they were, 40 days? Or they wandered around 40 years, y'all. Wandered around in the wilderness, man, till they died off, man.
And rebels are just a synonym for the non-believer.
2/3.
So you gonna have, you still gonna have 2/3.
But you can say they 2/3 because they bound to destruction.
You gonna still have 2/3 Jakes in them other countries that don't get hit by missiles.
South America, and, you know, it's a lot of places that ain't gonna get hit. That Earth humongous, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you got to look at Yahushua coming back with them terror. He got to zap some damn body.
It's still places.
You got to zap somebody.
It's still places on the earth where ain't nobody even been.
Yeah.
You know,
Somebody got to pay.
There's going to be a lot of motherfuckers that got their hand joining hand with these damn other nations, man.
I had a precept.
Got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen in the strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yeah, and that's going back into what Huck was just saying, you know, perfect precept, because he was saying they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. Why? Because they ain't want to conform to righteousness, man. What they tell Moses, man, you lead us out here to starve us and this and that. We did better on the East. They wanted to go back to Egypt, man. So guess what the Lord did? Made them niggas wander until they died off, man. And they kids inherited the promised land, man. That's the same thing we doing now in the spirit, man. We wondering, because America is truly like a wilderness. And we wondering until the Lord come get us about this motherfucker, man. You know? Trying to wake up our people, but shit, it's a lot of motherfuckers just don't. They want to stay here and die, man. Simple as that, man. They want to stay here and die, man. Well, here it is, we presenting life. And you like, nah, I'm going to stay on death row, man. I don't even much want to get up out. You know? These motherfuckers talking about lethal injection. You know, we got the tunnel dug and every goddamn thing. Jake like, nah, y'all ain't finna get me in trouble. Bitch, you already in trouble. You know, shit, you already in prison. You already finna get put to death, man. You know, you talking about you don't want to get in trouble. You worry about what the so-called white man got to tell you rather than what the Lord got to tell you, man. You trust in the Lord, you got a way out, man. You trust in Esau, it's finna be a horrific death, man. You know?
Horrific. The scriptures say, trust not in the one who can destroy the body. No, fear not the one who can destroy the body, but the body and soul.
There's been a video to show you that the Lord is terrible, man. You look at some of these folks on some of these videos, man, they got half a body. You know, some folks born, their eyelids, they can't even close their eyes and whatnot, you know. Stephen Hawking, who just passed not too long back, supposed to be the most brilliant motherfucker on the planet.
The dumbest.
He's sitting up there drooling and
Like
you know, living in hell. Living in hell, straight hell, man. You know,
all he can move was his fingers.
And then they'll come up with a foundation called St. Jude. You know, this is your judgment. When you come back here to serve your judgment under the sun, which is earth, that's the Lord's decree in that. Yeah. So to go against that, you know, to go against the Lord's will, that's just plain old wicked. You know, we understand that the Lord was going to give it to his children, the sons of Jacob. Who make up the 12 tribes of Israel. So when you see these other folks doing all this, and Jake want to fund, and you know, St. Jude, you go to a gas station, you want to give to the St. Jude fund? No thank you. No thank you. We understand, but that's the judgment. And then you can do about a fucking go around here with a slick head, with leukemia, and now you making light of it, but hey, it's just judgment.
You're living like vegetables, man. You had to be a wicked motherfucker because that's your last life right there, man. Talking about that Stephen Hawking motherfucker to be put in a situation like that, man. This is the last generation right here, man. So he had to do some wicked ass shit to be put in that situation like that, man. Is he still alive? Oh, he died.
Wake up and he gonna
say then you gonna wake up with a cotton look. I'm gonna say then you gonna get the nuclear missiles on top of that.
He gonna wake up with a big ass iron chain on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In that same estate he left in.
Same estate he left in. We gonna make sure of that.
I'm gonna put a coconut sack on his head.
That's the watches our decree, yeah.
My Lord, he can't work. Look at him. He can't move. You better pick his ass up and help him. He's about to get some work done.
Somebody finna do something.
You make him do the work, then you do your work.
That's some fucked up shit, man. Motherfucker got to undress you so you can take a shit.
Just to work.
He's thick.
Barely though. Just to barely work.
Can't get right, bro.
Carrying bricks in your lap, motherfucker, in that wheelchair.
Lick stamps.
Shit heavy as fuck.
Put his ass back in his last body.
That's something to just think about, man. You know, you got all these folks coming back. Now that we know that that's the case, you know, that's the Lord's judgment, man. Nothing you can do about that.
And we happy for it.
Yeah.
Happy for it.
When I see him sitting up there with a half a torso and whatnot,
walking. You tell him what they did to us in our past life, man.
We couldn't bear it. We couldn't bear it. Not right now, none of these bodies.
No.
Fucking head like pop.
Might want to go out and go get one of them motherfuckers.
Oh, you definitely gonna hell.
You want to go get them, bro. Let me out them like little scrappy.
What they did to your family in front.
Yeah, man.
Especially if you get a glimpse of it, how they did your ass.
Yeah, man.
Might fall out right then and there.
Just on the strength of what they did to you, man.
Recent, not so long ago, you had these white lynch mobs, man.
Yeah, man.
They existed in the late 1800s,
yeah,
early 1900s. There was one, a whole picture of it, man. And this just goes to show you that religion is not in the scriptures, man, because they were killing so-called black pastors, who was in the church, and these white Christian pastors joined the KKK, and joined these white lynch mobs, and they were killing people, man. So it didn't even matter. They killed like almost 5,000 people from the late 1800s to the early 1900s, man. Photos taken of them, none of them served time.
Religion is in the scriptures, but it's the true religion.
Well, that's what I'm talking
you know,
about,
but not the religion that they done created.
That's that Christian Santa.
What's it called? Goes back to
Religio. That's one of them, but they also got another one where it's in there and it's just basically like just following the law.
I can't think of the word for discipline. basically discipline.
And that religio goes into to bind, to restrain. What is that restraining you from, Jake? The truth. Restraining you from Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rahakadash.
Stronghold.
Yeah, that's a stronghold. Goes back into one of those snares. You in prison.
Like the scriptures say, know ye the truth, and the truth gonna set you free.
And what the Lord did, He gave us a way of life. And that was the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures. The commandments.
And He said, if the Son shall set you free, you shall be free indeed, bro.
And that's what every Jake should be searching for, a way of life.
Right.
You know, you going in these same old goddamn dirt-filled circles, man. You know what I'm talking about? Doing all this real shit, you know, doing all this undermining that shit, then you'll come on screen and shit and smile like it's all good, man. When you ain't nothing but a fucking trash can inside. You know
and then look at that movie, it just came out, Coming to America 2, towards the end when he was getting married. Up and down. You see how they make mockery of it, man. Even though that's what the Lord don't dwell at, but they just show you how much respect they have for the Lord, man. They don't have no respect for the Lord, man. But this is just the God's crack house. What did they say on this motherfucker, man?
Yeah, this more like he said it's more like the Lord's crack house.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Come out of America?
Yeah, Coming to America.
Coming to America
like a
too.
motherfucker, man. Man, be not deceived. The Lord is not mocked, man.
All of that coming back on
Why
you.
they gonna pay for that shit, man? They gonna all pay for it.
These niggas for damn show, man, because that's a black movement.
Yeah, man.
And then you can look at them pastors, y'all. You can look at these modern day pastors, so-called, in the church building. They ain't doing nothing but making mockery of the prophets.
That's it, bro.
You know, that's it. Making mockery of the prophets.
All they is, man, basically entertainment.
That's it, bro.
But they go up there, they ain't teaching nobody nothing.
Yo.
They go up there, sometimes they probably won't even read nothing out the Bible, but just in there, I love the Lord, then the Lord loves me. Do you love the Lord? Man, come on, man. What's wrong with you?
Them pastors are horrible,
They ain't even
bro.
teaching nothing.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's why
hormone,
I couldn't
bro.
get down with that church shit, bro. That
Like,
shit
every time I
pissed
go
me
to
off.
sleep.
I'm going to sleep. I'm mad.
Yeah.
You can hear beats get thumped
Man,
upside your head. You get pushed from
I used to be like, damn, a demon must be jumping on me because I hate this shit. Man, I used to hate that shit.
But you was in the right
Yeah,
spirit.
that's what I'm saying.
The only one in there
hate
ain't right
that
state of
shit.
mind.
Yeah.
I hate
Fuck am I in here for?
Yeah.
Go to sleep in that motherfucker.
I hate
stay
it.
woke.
One time,
I was in there looking at number of bitches.
hey,
I watched the
when I was a
documentary
little kid.
Henry Louis Gates. Everything that you listen to is like I looked at a documentary about Henry Louis Gates. I think that was Barack Obama, one of his professors at Harvard. And he was doing this deal on the black church. And he was talking about how Jake had a church right there for the Carolinas, right there for Georgia. It's a little island right there, and they was Muslim. And he was going into certain, going into different things. But when you watch this and you notice that everything that they talking about, from the singing to the why they doing this, that, and third, they were talking about homosexuality in the church and accepting gays back in the 1800s.
Fuck yeah.
You doing the same exact thing right now to the day. And I said to myself, what do any of that shit got to do with the Lord? None of that shit you ain't mentioning the first law, statute, commandment, or nothing. You sit up here trying to figure out a way you can make it easy for gays and lesbians, you know what I'm talking about? You had the same, they were talking about Aretha Franklin's dad, how he impregnated Aretha Franklin. All this shit here, it's the same shit you were doing then, Jake, you're doing right now. Goes back to that generation when Yahweh Shah was walking the planet.
Yeah, man.
Same old wicked ass folks doing the same old shit back then. Good for judgment now though.
Your father the devil.
Your
I
father
feel
the
like
devil.
motherfucking Jakes that put their hands on the Lord.
Hey, I'm glad for them because they're going to get just what the fuck they deserve. You know what I'm talking about? And them eat them out.
Mean, I'm talking about. Shit, it's a non-ass, bro.
It's a vicious circle, man. It's a vicious cycle, man.
And that proves reincarnation right there. You're doing the exact same thing. You may have talked about churches in the 1880s, 1890s. And here they are doing the exact same shit.
Like the Bible say, man, the spirits of the prophets are subject unto the prophet. So the spirit of the wicked is subject to the spirit of the wicked too, man. It's a balance, man. It's a balance. So that same shit you were doing back then, you're gonna come back doing that same
lot you were in then.
In that motherfucker right now, man.
Can't get away.
That's why we give all glory and honor to you, how much some of y'all shot, man, for being right here today, man. Every Sunday we come out here, bro. Every lesson we put out, bro.
That's the thing you got to look forward to it. I mean, even though you're waking up in this madness every day, look forward to it, man, because it's stability.
And it's a getaway too, man.
Yeah, refreshing too.
It's a getaway. From having what they say, mask off, man. You get to take that mask off. Because shit, you the whole time you got a mask on.
Good,
That's why we don't prescribe into all of that bullshit, the Hindu and Buddha and all that. You think you're going to escape the judgment of the Lord. Yeah. Well, I come back as a dragonfly. Yeah. I did all, I did all this wicked ass shit.
You're going to come back as your same person.
Rape my mama and I'm going to come back as a grasshopper. You going to outsmart the Lord. Man, get out of here with that shit, man.
I want to come back as a dragon.
That show you the stupidity of it.
But look, though,
you a human being.
But look, though, grasshoppers.
And you got more power. So like, you got more power. You can kill a dragonfly with just a pluck.
Cut up.
And you saying you gonna come back as a motherfucking dragonfly?
As a
Look at that
dragonfly.
bug now.
Yeah, and a dragonfly come back as a human.
As a human.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, we can fuck on the shit. They got other shit that eat that shit,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Flying one day, next thing you know,
frog.
birds just come out of nowhere.
Damn,
snatch
damn.
your ass.
Yeah, a frog, everything. But look, though, grasshopper get they jumping too. I used to catch them son of bitches and rip the back hind legs off the motherfuckers so they couldn't jump no more. Let them crawl around and shit, man. You know?
Throw them on an ant bed or something. You know what I'm saying?
Cut up.
Let the ants stick their ass apart.
That's crazy.
That goes to that 7,000 men who hadn't that
Ball to
completion.
ball.
Yeah, who hadn't fell into ball and all of those spiritual fornication and shit.
Man.
We had to go through that, walk through that fire and reject that shit. Now we understand why. You know, somebody spirit just wasn't gonna receive that shit.
This Proverbs 16 and 33. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of Yahweh. So hey, you ain't gonna come back and you are wicked as hell in your past life. You ain't gonna come back and be righteous in this lifetime, man. If you ain't repent back then, you ain't gonna repent today, man.
That's right.
You know, it was a complete falling away for a reason. The ones who were that elect back, they were sealed really during the time when Yahweh was on the scene and the disciples and the prophets. Everything got sealed right then. All the believers, everything was sealed then, because after that came the falling.
From the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning.
From the
I'm
beginning,
saying, like from the preaching and teaching, everybody back now.
Right.
You know, it was written from the beginning for those who woke up back then, but now it was written. I mean, same thing as no. It was written from the beginning to that time. Those woke up, and now we in this time. Lord willing, we are part of that number, and we back woke, teaching and preaching this word, man.
Got pretty sure I got one.
I got one after you. I got one up.
Back then, that wasn't the falling away.
Yep.
The Lord say, and what they were, one of them scriptures, he say they're gonna be a falling away. That man of sin gonna be revealed and a falling away. You know, this ain't gonna be a falling away. They ain't falling away back then. They ain't falling away during the dark ages. They knew they was Israelites. You know. Except that be a falling away first and the man of sin be revealed.
That's 2 Thessalonians.
Yeah, that's 2 and 11, I think. Somewhere up in there, 2 and 11.
The 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
So back then when the Lord was on the scene, the disciples, all the men that was teaching and preaching, because it was a lot of what's written in the Bible, it tell you a few men, but it was a lot of people teaching back then, man. They just weren't written about. You know, it was just
minor prophet.
Yeah, it was the chosen. I mean, that top tier of spirits were written about names. And that was them top tier. That's why they got that
show you that the Lord deals with order, man. Right?
Yeah, but hey, the 144,000 was back then, man. Teaching, preaching, getting put to death for the word and all that, man.
They say I have 7,000 men that have not bowed down to Baal.
And that ain't no just literal 7,000. That's just completion. A select amount of the elect that ain't going for it. Man. No men, women, and children. Because shit, it's gonna be women and children that's part of the elect. They ain't gonna bow the knee, man. Because they are part of that elect from the foundations of the earth, man. You know? But it's gonna be people that fall.
It said, continuing in that verse, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
And that's what we're seeing now. That man of sin is revealed, man. You know, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, this guy is the son of perdition, man. Yeah, he is that man of sin, man. And guess what? What showed his track record? Signs have shown that this nigga is the man of sin, man. You know,
time has shown.
Studies have shown.
Everything has fucking shown.
Archaeology has shown.
Hey, the dogs have shown.
The animals have declared his wickedness.
The fossils have shown.
The ocean have shown. They got a motherfucking. They got a ocean.
Trees have shown.
Trash island, goddamn.
Besides Texas.
Besides the fucking Texas, man.
Trash islands have shown.
Hey,
This is the man of perdition.
put it together. I think it's one of the major ocean currents is fucking dying, man.
Yeah, that's fuck. I just seen that.
One of the major ocean. I got it in my phone still because I'm gonna do a lesson on it. But one of the major ocean currents is dying, man.
Over there in the Middle East.
I'm gonna read the title.
Ain't it over there in the Middle East? What that shit?
I ain't heard that one yet.
Yeah, I just seen it the other day.
Yeah, man.
It's the title.
Iron sharpen iron.
Post it on the chat.
Yeah.
Bring out the piece up real quick.
Let me get this. It's a major ocean current is hurtling toward collapse. You know how important the ocean current is, man?
Yeah.
That is very important. The plates and circles. An ocean current go around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the ocean.
It keeps that body of water
all the
moving.
animals and
It cleans it.
It replenishes itself.
It's a circulation. The food, that's how the food gets to the dolphins and the whales and planktons and the algae and all this shit get around, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Because if you got a body of water that's just stagnant, all kinds of bacteria and shit set up in it. You got mosquitoes start laying eggs, all in that shit, all kinds of shit, man.
And then like the sea turtles, they move through the ocean currents, man.
Yeah.
You know, that so all this stuff play a integral part of the ecosystem, man.
Yep.
And that's why the earth is fighting back, man.
Yep.
The earth like, man, fuck that. I'm finna whoop Esau ass now, goddamn. I'm finna just fuck up. I'm finna malfunction on this nigga, man. Because the earth's sick of it, man. Just like the people sick of it, man. We sick of this, man. The earth.
Damn earth. What'd you say? Looking at all these damn earthquakes.
Earthquakes.
Every day is earthquake.
Not just regular earthquake. These 8.0s and 7.2.
Big boys.
Big earthquakes, man.
Yeah. Hey, then they were talking about, I saw an article where they was talking about the fault line over there in California. They said something about it, but hey, when that fault line go, man, whole west side is done, bro.
Fall off.
Just like in that movie 2020, 2012,
It's called San Andreas.
Yeah, San Andreas with the rock. Yeah.
Hey, the Lord said that these islands, the whole landscape, the whole earth will be shaken.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
We witnessing this.
Yep.
It's like the argument just brought out. You know, the man of perdition. His track record show who he is. The man can't hide. It's just like Apostle Lumley had said yesterday on the video. He said he was quoting a saying. He said that he couldn't remember where it come from, but it was an inside saying. He said, "Your eyes do you no good if your brain can't receive it." You know what I'm saying? Right. That's basically the state of Jacob. It's all laid out there for you to see. cop killers. But you can go to the FBI's deal and you can find out 80% of cop killers are done by who? White folk. Your eyes can see, but the brain can't come in.
So we gonna let everybody get their last one. So I got one. Who had one?
Let me see. I think
That's one slot to add, man. That's why, and what the brother was just talking about, because he controls the media, man. He controls the narrative. He puts out there what he wants people to believe, and they're gonna believe it. And if somebody gets on news, you know, in an interview, and it goes south, they're not saying what they want to say, hey, they got the cue, go and shut it down.
Yeah. Being cynical.
Interruption,
man. Yeah. Technical difficulties, all that other crap.
Screen go black.
The volume's out. Well, I can't hear you. I'm losing you.
Yeah.
You know, boom, change it up.
You know, went off script.
Go silent, then next thing you know, I got one or two. Oh, we have to cut that off, man. Technical difficulties.
We'll go back to friends already in progress.
You all got one?
I got one.
Got
I can end with mine.
I got one to back up. This Jeremiah 5:20-21. Hear now this, O foolish people.
That's all the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So
Come.
And without understanding, which have eyes and see not. So you got eyes and you can literally see, but you don't see what the fuck going on, man. You know? You hear it and you run around the earth every goddamn day. You see all this shit happening, man. But your brain ain't receiving it, man. You know?
Can see a piano, but can't play it. Can't see the money blind.
Hey, you dead from the neck up. That point blank period, you know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody home.
Ain't nobody home.
They say which have ears and hear not. You know, so they have ears, but they don't hear. Because here it is, we breaking it down as plain and simple as it can be, man. But you don't want to hear. You can't hear us, man. You know, it sound like, you know how you watching the show, goddamn, and the woman start talking to the man, and now you hear, right. That's what happened to these niggas, man, when they come up and fake like they listening, man. They don't be listening for real. That's what they hear.
Hey, we the teacher and they Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
See that shit?
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all they hear, man.
That's it.
you got that next. Go ahead, get yours, man. And then you get yours, and then shit, I get mine, and I'll close out.
This Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at verse 21. It says, "Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength."
Right.
Verse 22.
So use what the Lord gave you. So don't try and keep up with this one and that one, man. Hey, what the Lord gave you, add to that, man.
Yeah.
You know, your portion, man.
Every man getting his own portion of faith, man. You got it up.
But what is commanded
another
thee?
thing, me and the brother were just talking about this a couple of days ago. Jake want to get deep and go into the book of Enoch and all that.
Yeah.
It's fallen angels, man. Mount Paramount. That's
Get bugged out.
That's where they at, man.
Yeah, get bugged out.
You got an angel that's under the pyramid in Egypt, man.
Why he under the pyramid?
So
he got all this power,
Yeah.
but he want to just
chained up stuff.
hide.
Hiding his whole self under a bushel.
Yeah, I'm under the Vatican.
Yeah.
Hiding his whole self under a bushel.
The Lord is sending angels right now. Lord is dispatching angels right now from Africa. South Africa.
The Lord is all comers.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Trump spiritual
Yeah,
advice.
that shit was so funny.
Hey, the Lord is olive color.
Yeah.
You got two
Black
different
or
olives.
green.
Black and green.
Hey, you know what? That seems to be universal. Whenever you talk to Esau, am I right? You talk to Esau, what was the color of the Lord? Oh, he from over there in the Middle East. He was olive color.
So shit, the Middle Eastern, the color
Middle
green.
East.
Middle East.
That's a direction, man.
Yeah.
Where the Middle West at? The Middle North.
They don't want to give you no credence, man.
He wasn't black and he wasn't white. There's that enmity between us and Esau. Since he can't be us, although you done painted all the portraits, iconoclasm, all the evidence, he ain't you either. Middle Eastern. It's like
Verse 22. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with appearance, for it is not what
You show that by your actions.
reverence, slack.
With your actions.
Think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret.
Right. The Lord reveal unto you what you need to know when you need to know. Right.
Verse 23, be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand.
So then, like the apostle always said, the apostle to heart always said, hey, you ain't gotta try to just be deep and sound deep. Teach the scriptures, man.
Stick with the milk.
Stick with the milk. Shit, now the Lord will make it, give you slabs of lamb, here and there, man. But hey, stick to the milk, man. You know. Fuck, if they can't receive the milk, how they gonna receive the goddamn lamb?
Choke up on it.
You gonna choke up on it. How you swallow? What do you say you swallow? What the Lord you swallow a camel but choke on a fucking neck?
Swallow a camel.
That's cold.
Swallow a camel and strain a neck.
That's salt.
And the G
That's
is salt.
Get lost in the sauce. Get lost.
That's Alfredo
I got
sauce
one
right
more.
there.
Yeah, seasoned just right.
Verse 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinions, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment.
Stick to what the Lord has given you.
Right, man.
Don't go off your own vain opinion.
Right,
What the Lord has given you, that's what you use, man.
Don't worry about, and if I can add, Slocky, don't worry about what you can see, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't see the wind.
Right.
You can't see the air, but you know it's up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Stick with your spirit, man. Stick with the spirit what the Lord has given you, man. You know? Hey, go with what you know, man. You know?
I got it at him, man.
I was it. Go for what you know.
And just quick, precept back to brothers. Proverbs 18 and 16. A man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men. Just like they said, the Lord blessed you with your lot of what you're supposed to do to contribute to the body, and that's what you need to work on, and that's going to bring you before great men. How about Shimei Al-Shah?
Stack up on the top.
I got one. This the back brother earlier. You got it, the dog. This Ecclesiastes 36, and I'm gonna get straight through it. Start at 14, go to 15. It says, "Fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name."
Yeah, and they talk about fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles. What is the unspeakable oracles? These words, man. It's truth. It's knowledge, coming, and understanding that we are professing to our people, man. Ultimately, we teaching all the earth, but we mainly giving the gospel to our people and just telling the other nations they judgments, man. We prophesying the things that the Lord told us to give the people warning of, man. We filling the earth with the Lord's unspeakable oracles, man. And get on one, what it saying? Get on one of the meat. And that's what we doing. Hey, repent, for the day of the Lord is at hand, man. Cause Lord finna fuck everything up, man. There's gonna be a whole lot of getting fucked up going on, man. So come, make up a word.
And when the brothers say repent because the day of the Lord is at hand, that means you Israelites, man. Mainly the elect, man. Because we know 2/3 ain't gonna repent, man. Yeah, man.
Now what scripture will say, I've come so that they had not sinned. Now that I have come, they have no hope for their sins.
So you ain't gonna be able to get no excuse.
Ain't no excuses in the day of the Lord, man. When they go down, when they take ultimately when they take the prophets off the street, it's up, man. And it's
the word.
It's up there.
Because once the Lord stopped, He talking to us. When the Jake stopped talking, you in trouble.
Hands on.
When he shut up and be like, man, okay, and you steady talking shit, don't want to listen, and it's finna go down. You gonna be getting up. How you gonna be getting up?
Hands first.
Don't end it all out.
Okay, I'll end with this then, man. Just like the ox said, man. We are here to proclaim to the elect, you know what I'm saying, to repent, come back to the Lord for salvation. You know, the 2/3 you're going to be destroyed. And we are here to proclaim what's going to happen to the heathens, man. So I'm going to end out with this, man. Isaiah 51 and 21. Therefore now hear this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. That's talking about the nation of Israel right there, man. Because we are afflicted and we are drunken, but not with strong wine. We are drunken by these philosophies that America teaches, man. You know, all this feminism, homosexuality, and all that type of shit, man. It's okay to do that shit, man. It's not okay, man, according to the Most High, man. The Lord hate the sin, but not the sinners. All that type of shit, man. That's being drunken, but not with strong wine.
Celebrating birthdays.
Celebrating birthdays, all that, man.
You know it's okay to eat pork.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just clean it.
Yeah.
Just make sure you clean it.
Yeah. Make sure you pray over it. But look, though, who you praying to, man? You praying to a fucking idol, man. So either way it go, that shit is null and void, man.
Christ our King.
Come on. Verse 22. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai, and thy power that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy bodies as the ground, and as the street to them that went over, man. So that's just basically going into all the curses that was put on us. They're going to come back on you heathens, man. Y'all got to drink of that same cup. And what the Lord say, he going to give you double, man. You're going to get a double portion, man. You know? And it's going to burn, man. It's going to burn going down because you ain't going to have nothing to chase it with. You got to get that shit straight, man.
Real building.
Straight like that.
Y'all drinking straight up apple cider vinegar with the slime and right.
With the mothers. The mothers. The mothers. Good. You got it. Nah, he can end. He in front of them.
And that's pretty much it, man. You know, we gonna close out. Lord willing, it was edifying. We gonna get all the space to eat and get all that.
Oh, by yourself, y'all was shot by yourself, Coco Dash.
And double honors once again to our apostles and elders, the great millstone, rule well, being the great example to the other person in the truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. With that, call y'all solid.
Call y'all solid.
Ball.
Shalom.
Hold on up. Let's throw this one little prayer up real quick together.
Come.
Let's get this thing here. So,
Bakal.
Rock Yum Yum.
Nah, Koya. Ata.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Apa. Koya.
Koya.
Thank you. There we go. No,
Yeshua.
Masalah. Amath. Ba. Wa. Tazadah. We just said, in all things, I acknowledge you, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Therefore, please, direct my paths in all righteousness in all truth and righteousness. We just said.
I'm right down.
What are y'all about to
Shalom. Bible ball. Yeah.
A ball.
Who you get down from? The brother up there in, up there in DC? Yep.
Oh, that